What up folks, this is Hero Stormwolf, and this is just an update to the DmC Definitive Edition trailer breakdown that I did a couple of days ago. Some new information has came up. This comes from, I want to say, community manager Dominic Matthews from Ninja Theory, but it's probably a developer, most likely. In any case, I'm only going to go over a few things that has been revealed. If you want to check out the full list, it will be in the description down below. So, starting off from the new modes. One of the new modes, Hardcore Mode, which was introduced in the trailer. Hardcore Mode retains the experience of DmC, but with a throwback to the classic Devil May Cry games in terms of balance. In this mode, it can be toggled on any difficulty level. The style system has been rebalanced to make ranking up much harder, and ranks deteriorate much quicker. In addition, Devil Trigger does not launch enemies into the air, parrying takes more skill, and enemies hand out more damage. This definitely sounds like something that should have been in the game in the first place. Especially the style system thing, it was way too easy to get S ranks in that game. You honestly could just do a demon dodge and you can get S rank with 4 hits, so it's good to have that. It is also good to have it optional because some players just didn't really care about that, they just want to get through the game, so it's a good balance, it's a good mode to have. Must style mode, I almost nailed this one on the breakdown trailer, but this is a hardcore modifier that is on epic scale. That can be played on any difficulty level. Players must be at an S rank or higher to deal any damage to enemies. So basically the only way you can deal damage is if you get up to an S rank and then you start attacking. So theoretically you could probably use one of the little minions, get yourself up to an S rank and then take down the rest of the enemies. So that's actually pretty cool. I'll definitely check that out on a couple of levels. I don't know if it works for bosses. If it does work for bosses, then wow, that's actually going to make the game a little bit harder than it probably should be if it also applies to bosses. The third mode that's been added is the Gods Must Die difficulty mode. This is DmC's Definitive Edition's hardest difficulty mode. It takes DmC's ridiculously hard Dante Must Die mode and adds a bit more punishment. All enemies spawn with Devil Trigger active and no items or health drops can be used. So harder enemies, they hit harder, they move faster, and you can't heal yourself, so you're definitely gonna have to rely on dodging and hitting the enemies when they're inactive from Devil Trigger. So should be fun to play around with, especially if you think the game's way too easy. The last thing here is last two things, excuse me, the integration of popular community mods. So the integration of popular community mods, pretty much what this is DmC's Definitive Edition includes community mods such as an optional timer disabled for Bloody Palace mode, a triple dash for Angel Evade, and the ability to hit red and blue enemies with any weapon. That last part, I knew they had to make that change. I think they just had to, rather it be from the community or from them themselves, because that was one of the main complaints of the game. In any hack and slash, whenever you're forced to use a weapon instead of being creative, you're breaking the flow of combat, and that was something that Devil May Cry did, or DmC did on a constant basis once you started getting an Angel and a Devil weapon. It really broke the flow of combat, and you was really restricted to what you could do to certain enemies, especially in the later levels when there was just almost red and blue enemies in its entirety. But moving on from that, the last thing is a new cutscene, an added cinematic scene that's never made into the original. I couldn't guess what this. Oh, I could probably guess, but I would probably be 100% wrong on this. If I had to guess, it's probably either some more information on Cat, probably a new intro or a new ending, depending on maybe certain parameters. I'm not really too sure, but as we get closer to March 17th, more information will probably be provided, probably especially on that new cutscene. But this is just a quick update to that. If you want to check it out yourself, as I said before, there will be a link in the description down below where you can read the changes and the updates and stuff like that yourself. So I will catch you guys in the next video. Later.